right, so we're checking out the only game where you can escape the apocalypse by putting the entire population on cruise ships and sailing them out to an island called Starbucks. It's Transport Fever 2. Safe, Florida man, damn it. Welcome to Florida, the place where Florida man keeps his stuff and uses all of his Bud Light cans to slowly pollute the waters. The people of Florida live in fear, because the apocalypse is coming. However, thanks to my overwhelming interest in torturing games, I want to try and move the entire population of Florida onto a different island to save them. So in order to do this, we're going to need about 13,000 cruise ships. I have no idea if this game can actually handle that, but I do want to completely destroy the game as much as possible and cause it to crash. Oh, what's that? It's nature. Something that won't exist anymore once I pollute the hell out of the seas. All right, first things first, we need the place of sanctuary where everyone will move to, which is gonna be this old oil refinery area. Say hello to everyone's home away from home. Phoenix? No. It's Starbucks. Okay, so Starbucks is over here. It's known for its many, many thick wieners. And the plan is to start putting boats on the water and see how many the game can handle before it hates me. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of getting the Florida feel, but where's all the nudie bars? Just gonna expand the old cities over here. Made a couple of cities over here. We got Sad Town, Japan, Canada. And you can't see it because it's hidden, but there's one more here named Spleens. I like how out of all these, Spleens has the biggest population. Put down a passenger harbor. I'm probably gonna put like 50 of these over here by Starbucks. I think I'm gonna have them like tangle with one another too, so that all the ships can be crashing. Yeah, I'll put it right there. I'm sure it'll be fine. We probably realistically don't need 13,000 ships in order to move everyone. They could make multiple trips, but honestly, I feel like the more the better. If the ship captain has the big balls, we'll see if he can get the ship in here. God, I thought the last one was bad. See this right here? Capacity, 150 people. Trash, 1,675. That's what I'm talking about. Now, I don't want to go too crazy here. After all, we're already down by like $2 billion. Let's buy 200 of these. Got a brand new line over here. It's going from Spleens South to Starbucks Annex. Oh. Oh, God. So, I was wondering why it was taking so long for all of the ships to pop up. Apparently it's because it spawns all 200 of them immediately. The earnings are now $7 billion in the red. Come on, boys. You can do it. Oh, this is just acid trip-tastic. What are they doing? They're doing like cruise ship acrobatics over here. Okay, real quick, I have to mention something. Why is it that all of my cruise ship captains are like, what is the most impossible way that we could pilot these ships? I know, we'll play musical chairs with Spleens South. It's like a $7 billion destruction derby. Look at the pollution. As you can see, Florida right now has very low emissions count. Very environmentally friendly, except for this. God, whatever you do, don't click on the operating costs. About $45 million, like a day. Oh yeah, now they're moving quite smoothly. It's like some sort of cancerous growth. This is an excellent opportunity for anyone who ever wanted to visit Starbucks. It's like some sort of medieval charge. Look at them all. These birds over here are flying around. And then they look in the distance and they're like, oh, hell no. It's already this bad at 200. I can't wait to see what happens if I try to go to 1,000, let alone 13,000. Went ahead and sped up the time a little bit. I love how they're just slamming into one another. Everyone's trying to get to Starbucks first. It's like trying to discover the new world. I'm not exactly sure why everyone's trying to do some weird figure skating thing, like this crisscross in the middle here. I mean, it looks cool. It just doesn't seem very efficient. Oh my God, you can name the individual ships. The USS Global Warming. So I'm kind of curious, how are you guys gonna park? Like a glove. Oh, the very first one was the USS Global Warming. That's nice. In a showing of incredible efficiency, this cruise ship came over here and picked up 5 whole people. Jacob is over here. He's like, why does it smell like burning money? Look behind you, Jacob. Okay, now that the first fleet is over here, I think it's time for 200 more. I just learned something. This is actually only 100. We've got a long way to go. All right, we're gonna bring Sad Town Annex to Starbucks North. See, this is the moment where the game helplessly freezes because this poor shipyard is preparing to give birth to 100 more cruise ships. Part of me is also starting to wonder just how high I can push this negative earnings number. Come on, shipyard, you can do it. Push! Push! The shipyard is just like as it vomits out another 100 pieces of physically represented debt. I am pretty impressed though. Everything's still moving. All these ships are moving. These ships are doing the human centipede thing, but they are moving. Most of the people over here in Sad Town and Spleens are learning what it's like to drink the greenhouse effect. Piloted by Captain Satan. I like how everyone that drives these cruise ships drives them like they stole it. Just chilling out on one of the ships. See that cloud cover there? Those aren't clouds. It's just smog. I'm gonna make the waterways red with the blood of emissions. Look at the pathway that it's creating. It's like a gaping wound across the sea. Okay, so far so good. I think it's time for another 100 cruise ships. Always make sure to save often. I would like 100 more ships, please. I'm gonna name this line something different. The water slide of suffering. You know how there's like glitches in the Matrix? Everyone's frozen right now. They're like, oh God, it's gonna be another 100 cruise ships being spawned in. I like how the horse wagon and leather store is still around. Holy Christ, I didn't take the opportunity to look at the vehicle traffic around these parts. I love how from the roadway, it just looks like a bunch of industrial smokestacks in the distance. Someone would be like, what's going on? Those buildings are moving. Christian Brown over here is like, those aren't buildings. They're physical manifestations of Graystillplays' stupidity. Okay, it took a long time, but now the next bunch of 100 cruise ships has finally been spawned in a stunning showing of limitless efficiency. This ship has one single person on it. We probably put them in the worst room too. It's like, if you can't afford the suite, then you stay in the indoor cabin. I'd shove your ass in the janitor closet if I could. The emissions over here are reaching 80. I'm kind of curious exactly how high this gets. You know, it's always good when the game crashes and it takes you like 4 minutes to load up the save file. God, I never updated these roads, so it's just gangland dirt style roads with traffic that goes on forever. Don't mind me, I'm just trying to help all this traffic over here. Just giving people options. You know how it is. Game's always complaining that the roads don't connect. I'll make the goddamn roads connect. Behold, Satan's sky bridge. Listen, 6 billion of your tax dollars just went into this bridge. One of y'all better use it. Give me 1 second, I'm just creating a little bit of tourism here. The destruction of this game is almost complete. Notice over here it says that this bus is moving 20 kilometers per hour. Nope. That is a lie. You boys like Chinese? We got the freshest fish. It's just a lot of them have like 3 billion parts mercury due to this unending evil. That's amazing. I've got a tip that says it seems that there's not enough money. It is possible to take out a loan when I have infinite money. I never thought I would be able to do that to the game. To be fair though, I did just make a bridge that's $100 billion. Everything is exactly as it should be. That means it's time for another 100 cruise ships. I love how when you look in the distance, it doesn't show any of the supports for this bridge. It just looks like a giant zigzag of pain. Want to fill all these up here. I like that I'm painting pollution with all the colors in the Crayola box. Oh nice, these ones spawned right away. The emission reports are in. We're breaking 85 now, it's a new record. I wasn't sure if it could get any more ridiculous, but now there's, you know, whatever, 400 of these cruise ships in the water. It's looking pretty ridiculous. You can't even see the water. Our cruise ships will blot out the sea. Damn it, look at all these friggin' solar panels. I'm destroying the seas, but not the sky. I'm gonna have to blot out the sun with planes or something next. That's right, it's not a Florida bridge if you don't catch air on your way over. I just realized you can just barely see the sky bridge from here. Even just this though is enough to make that Flow insurance girl have a friggin' aneurysm. This dude right here knows exactly how it feels when someone won't let you into the goddamn lane. The game still works. We need more ports. All the harbors, more ships. We're getting closer and closer toward completely locking the game down. It took like 4 minutes for these boats to spawn. Behold everyone, the beautiful blossoming cruise ship flower. Go my delicious cancer. I love how the Keys is just chilling out over here. Beautiful water washing up on the beach. And you look in the distance and you're like, what the fuck? Maybe if I put a shipyard over here, everything will be fine. I once had a seagull take an entire burger from me. I hereby title this line, Death to All Seagulls. Okay, those spawned really fast. Maybe I just need to make a whole ton of shipyards. Say goodbye to the Everglades. Come on, I've got plenty of money and no common sense. Keep them moving. Hey, can you guys not tear up the friggin' grass? See, it's like a beautiful peacock plume spreading out. Imagine trying to go for a swim here. Just using the paintbrush of pollution to color in more of the ocean. Wouldn't want Mother Nature to try and heal herself. God, the frame rate down here. Frame rate's down to like 7, but we're potentially moving about 1.5 million Floridians a pass now. What happens if you just raise up the water here? Wait a minute. I have an idea. Oh, this may work. Everyone who has already made it to Starbucks can stay. Anyone who hasn't made it gets to stay behind and die. I end up going straight through one of the cruise ships, but you know what? You gotta break a few eggs to make an omelet. This is the best tax dollars I've ever spent. Don't you worry, Starbucks, I won't let anyone contaminate you. See, what I'm basically doing is I'm making Starbucks the safest place on Earth. The wall is officially built. What a proud moment. It finally happened. The creation of the Great Wall has completely broken the game. All these different boats tried to make it through, some of them got stuck, and now the game just doesn't move anymore. On a side note though, Starbucks will be protected forever, and we also filled up the entire ocean with pollution. I think that this view here is a pretty accurate representation of anyone who wants to enjoy the beach. Of course, the moment they touch the water, they're probably gonna get leprosy or something. Everyone's desperately trying to get through it. Well, we did it. We destroyed the entire ecology, moved the entire population of Florida over to Starbucks, and then built a wall that encases the entirety of our utopia and keeps everyone else away from it. Anyway, I'm gonna go hang myself with my debt. Hope y'all enjoyed this episode of Transport Fever 2. Until next time, stay foxy, much love.